Hello everyone, as you saw by the title, I am trying, it's not going to be the best, I'm trying my best on this one, but I'm going to try and make a guide, a basic guide to Rise of Nations, so you won't end up dying every 5 seconds by getting invaded. What I recommend for starters is playing as a South American country, or playing as an African country. If you do play South America, the two countries I recommend the most are Colombia or Argentina. I wouldn't play Brazil until you start getting the basics down and can play the game pretty decently, because Brazil is a huge nation, has lots of low stability problems since it's a democracy type. Or if you play Africa, I recommend the DRC or South Africa. But yeah, you don't really want to start playing Europe as soon as you start out the game, unless you're pretty good at it when you first start, because there's a lot of European tryhards. The most common countries you'll find in Europe being played are Germany, France, UK, Italy, or Spain, Turkey sometimes. Mostly people don't play Ukraine or Poland. Those would be some good countries that you could play as. Another common one I find sometimes is Sweden. But the reasons why you wouldn't want to play Ukraine or Poland, even though they have a pretty decent size, is because Germany decides to 1941 them with a blitzkrieg. Also, I wouldn't recommend playing France unless you are also pretty decent at the game, because Germany likes to recreate World War II sometimes because they want to form the Frankish Empire. And Ukraine, you already know what Russia's going to do if you play as that. Turkey is also another good one I recommend if you play European countries, such as, well, recommended highly for European countries, I would recommend Turkey, Germany, or the United Kingdom. I wouldn't do France, because United Kingdom might want to invade for Franco-British Union, or Germany might want to invade them for resources or trying to form Frankish. If you want to play a Scandinavian country, I recommend Sweden and immediately trying to invade Norway. But yeah, so let's get into the basics. First, I'm going to start off with these South American countries. We'll play as Colombia. We'll play as a small country at first. So Colombia, you start off with 1,400 troops. Something you want to watch constantly is your economy. Press E to get there quickly, but you want to make sure your economy doesn't go into the negatives, because then you go into deficit, and deficit will bring down your stability. But I don't think Colombia has any releasables. Okay, yes it does. Yes. Okay, yeah, so it does have this one island as a releasable. When your stability starts dropping very low, things will begin to leave. So this thing could become independent if I got too much low stability. So one thing you want to do off the bat is you want to, let's see if we have, okay, we have no gold. We do have some copper. One thing I would like to do is I would go to policies and I would immediately get the Public Service Act. So then we can get more factory output in that. So now let's see if we have any, okay, yeah, we're getting more copper. Let's see, what city is this on? Copper. It's on this one. So let's build a mine right there so we can get more resource output. And what you want to try and do, depending on the amount of resources you have, since Colombia doesn't have any, we'll have to go to economy, resource, and trade. Then we will have to trade for gold. And let's see, let's buy. I wouldn't recommend doing this unless you want to, but I will do this for the sake of the video. So yeah, you also want to watch your economy. It did go down by quite a bit. We also need some more copper. Your economy will take a pretty big hit from this, but yeah, this is going down pretty. Oh, now we're in a deficit. So yeah, that's something you want to watch out for. So let's cancel one of these trades. We'll cancel our, to save our economy a little bit. Alright, so our economy's going back up. So what you want to do now is you want to start building factories, electronic factories. This will be important. Electronic factories are the only way you'll be able to live. You want to make electronic factories on score cities because that will boost your economy by 250,000. And once these electronic factories are being made, you want to sell your electronics to democracy countries, since the democracy ideology in the game, nope, wrong one, ideologies, will give you the most tax income besides liberalism. But democracy, such as Brazil, United States, India, I think that Japan's also a democracy in the game. Not sure, that's the only ones I know about, but those countries are where you want to sell your electronics to boost your economy. So you also, what I do is I just ignore the bad ones, but military parade, let's see. You want to at least hold some type of parade, because you need your stability to go up. Now my stability is going down. Also, another thing you want to do is get your formable, which can increase your stability capacity. Oh yeah, we're screwed. Oh wait, no, never mind. I don't know why, but they got rid of the South American formula level from the United States to South America. I've only formed it once, and that was as Argentina, which is a country I also recommend. We'll start off small with Colombia. So yeah, what you want to do next is select a city from a country. You want to tap their flag, and then if you want to invade them, so then you have your options. You can declare war, but you have to justify a war goal. You can send them aid, form an alliance. AI countries, I guarantee, will reject an alliance or puppet state. You can send aid, you can fund their rebels, or you can view their cities, which lets you do that. Or you could also view their trades, which, if they have any trades. You can also do that with your own country. Now that we got our electronic factories, let's start trading our electronics. Economy, resource and trade. Let's go down to electronics. So, 3. I don't think I'll be doing this correctly. This is how I would do it. You want to sell them to democracy countries, because they have a lot of tax income. And now your economy just got a massive boost. So let's say you're playing as Colombia. Hold up, do we have any justifications? No, we don't. Let's say you're playing as Colombia and you want to form Grand Colombia. Well, in order to do that, you'll need core cities from these countries, from Ecuador, Venezuela, and Panama. So you want to justify. You can only justify a war goal on 2 countries per, but unless you go to the fascist ideology, then you can make one more diplomatic action, such as declaring war. So when you justify your war goal, you have conquest, subjugate, or liberation. Liberation is where you freed the releasables. Let's say if Brazil declared a liberation war against us, all they would do was just try and make this no longer a part of Colombia. It would be its own country. A subjugation war is a war to make them your puppet state, and a conquest war is to expand your land border. So we'll justify conquest with Panama. We'll get this here. Something you want to do so your wars don't take forever is you want to use your auto capture feature. When I first joined the game, I didn't know what that was, and that's why wars for me took like 5 years to complete. That's why in one of my videos when I was trying to form the Soviet, it took me 44 minutes. My best time was 13 minutes after I figured out how to use auto capture. Something else you want to also use, depending on the regions, is specialization, because it makes capturing much easier. I learned that the hard way playing as Brazil and trying to capture Sierra Leone for its titanium, because I already had Bolivia, and I was like, hey, I need to make tanks. And that was because I was too dumb to know what trade was at the time. So we got our electronic factories, we're making money. Yep. So only some countries start off with beginning ideologies. Blue countries are democracies. I believe orange countries are communist. So yeah, that's Cuba and North Korea are the only ones that start with that. And light orange countries are socialist, including Laos, Vietnam, China, and I think those are the only ones that are socialist. Okay, yeah, and everyone else starts with non-aligned. I wouldn't pick democracy, personally. What I would pick would just go with, I would probably just stay as non-aligned, just increase my tax income. Because democracy, it takes a long time to justify wars, and if you're trying to rapidly expand, that's not the best for you. Alright, but one thing, so we have our justification in. Here's what I would do. You want to hold down the mouse button and select those troops. And you want to turn auto merge off, and then press split in half, and repeat this process until you can't split them in half anymore. Then you declare war. We're at war with Panama, and then we send our troops in. What I like to do first is I would send my troops in and then wait for their troops to go there. And since we have entrenchment bonus, which adds to your defense, we have an entrenchment bonus, it will just Thanos snap them out of existence. We take that city. Now we wait for entrenchment to build up. And that means they'll take more casualties once they try and retake the city. And look at that, entrenchment bonus. Now, once all their troops are gone, you want to select them, hold down shift, click a few times while holding down shift. Make sure you keep shift held down. Then you can release the shift button. Then go to auto capture, and then auto capture the country you're trying to invade. Or if you're at war with multiple countries, auto capture all. So now your units will automatically capture. You don't have to manually take them. And now they begin attacking. So you got your units heading everywhere. You want to make sure you watch your stability, though. You want to make sure it doesn't go down. Enforce some policies if you need to get your stability back up. The two policies I recommend when I'm doing this is the Military Service Act and the Public Service Act, because that will help your economy, and also, yeah, it will help your economy and also your resources and trade. So our economy is going strong. If you do need to build your economy fast, it doesn't take too long. It also is pretty expensive, but you can develop cities, which gives you extra tax gain and manpower. If you just want the manpower, then you should just build recruitment centers. Fortifications also are what you would use to, oh good, we have their capital. Something you also want to do, since this is a private server, I don't have to worry about it, but when you're in a actual game, you want to put some troops on your capital, because as soon as you lose your capital, your tax money goes down, you won't make enough manpower, and your stability will start going down, and that means you'll start losing place you need. So what you want to do, okay, I think we just, alright, no, they haven't collapsed yet. I don't trust myself with this, but there's something you could do. If you take 90% of a country, you could just you don't even have to take all the cities, just select cities and then add to selection that country, and then force peace them. But I don't trust myself with that, because I always end up missing like one city, so then we'll just get everything we need. Annex cities, demand war reparations, and get treasury and resources. So now, this is Colombia now. Also, I believe we get more copper, so that's a good thing. Now, we'll go for Ecuador next. Venezuela I would go for last, since that's a larger country. So we'll move our troops back. Venezuela, we might need more troops to attack. But something you want to also do, if you're going against player countries or AI countries if you want to take it faster, is open up multiple fronts. So we have, I think this is the west and this is the east. So what you would want to do is you want to open a western front where some troops over here are attacking. Then you want to open an eastern front where some troops are attacking here, but we don't have Guyana. Which could change if we just, yeah. So let's make some troops to attack Guyana later. Oh, frick. Units. Infantry. You do have to realize that upkeep on your infantry is 20,000. That can also make your economy go down. It also requires 10,000 manpower. Alright, so we got a pretty decent manpower increase. Stability is making some changes, so we might want to watch that. A way you can get your stability up is going to, economic laws, and take your government spending up. But if you have an economy like this, you do not want to do that, or you will go in a deficit, which will make your stability go down even more. Also, debt. If you're in debt, your stability will go down even more. But yeah. we could open up another front there when we're attacking Venezuela. So let's auto. Alright, so we got our justification with Ecuador. Also, I will play at least countries with different ideologies. So I'll play one in South America. I think I might try and play one in every continent, so this thing might be pretty long. But I'll try and play one with every ideology, such as we'll play a communist country, and we'll play a socialist country. I am trying to save up so we can get to China, but we can't. Now, formables will help you out a lot, because that can get your stability up. So we have our units splitting up here, and these guys will be going around to Guyana, so we can open up a second front and squeeze them in from all sides. So then also you want to go to your technology tree. What I recommend is go to your economic and upgrade these first to make your economy go up. Once your economy is getting pretty good, then you might want to start focusing on infantry or any kind of unit improvements, because doing that will help you take countries faster or defend your country faster. But yeah, economic, I would go for this first. I would go for tax collection and reduce government waste, which can reduce government spending. If you're a player that just loves to spam tanks, you might want to go for the refined fuels branch, whatever it's called, first, because that means you'll lose less fuel and oil, which is kind of not really that valuable. Depends on what country you are. Jesus Christ, that has so much oil. European country. Oh god, what? There's a lot of oil. Yeah. There's different types of resources you'll need to make certain things, such as there are some non-natural resources, such as consumer goods, aircraft parts, fertilizer, motor parts that's made with other resources that you can make in your factories, such as, if we go here, yeah, also I forgot, fortifications are a way that makes it harder for an enemy to take that place, but it does require an upkeep. Airports are where you can make, well, where planes will go when they're low on endurance. Civilian factories will make consumer goods, which is important because that will get your stability up. Motor factories are used to make tanks, which is made with steel and tungsten. Steel is made with iron and titanium. Fertilizer is made with phosphate, which is needed for consumer goods. Electronic factories, we already have those. Aircraft manufacturing is used for making aircraft parts. Mines doubles the production of raw materials, so we had barely any gold there. No, it was copper that we barely had any of. Yeah. So we have copper going here, and that's increased. We also have sonar stations which can help you find submarines nearby your coast. Uranium enricher, which is used for nuclear weapons, and silos, which is also used for nuclear weapons. So now that we got our troops in Guyana, we're going to declare there. Get those units over there. We're not a country with the best stability. But yeah. So once we get Guyana, actually, I'll move these troops through here. Guyana will be in this front over here. I believe also Guyana has some resources. Yes, it has gold, which we need to be self-sufficient. We need to also increase our copper production. Also, unrest is also important, because so this yellow bar here is supposed to tell you your unrest. If it's below the yellow bar, if it's to the right of the yellow bar, you're good. If it's above the yellow, if it's to the left of the yellow, I can't even get my left and right. If it's to the left of the yellow bar, you're good. If it's to the right of the yellow bar, you're not so good. If it's to the left of the yellow bar, you can start building stuff there and make units there. So we'll start making mines there because we need to increase our production of copper so we can become self-sufficient, which will help our economy because we won't have to buy from other countries. Also, your resources come from these which will help your economy as well. And if you can keep on making more of those, you get more monies, and yeah, you know where that's going. I just realized I don't need to do war reparations, because war reparations, if that country doesn't exist, there's no reason to do it, because they can't pay you anything when that country's now yours. They're just paying you with your own money. Oh, Guyana troops are gone. Just auto capture Guyana, then we can open up that second front. Also, terrain does matter. It is a huge factor. Terrain and the time. Probably the only times you want to worry about the time is when you're invading places like Greenland, Canada, Scandinavian countries, or Russia. Because if it begins to become winter, just take note from what the Germans did wrong in World War II and figure it out from there. Yeah, didn't go very well for them. That's the only time you'll have to worry about the time, but also terrain, such as mountainous or semi-mountainous, that makes your troops go slower, so that's why when they were going through here, it was a bit slower to go through. Conquest of Georgetown, alright. So yeah, that will make them more likely to surrender. That makes their stability go down, which is a good thing. Less stability, easier my job is. And Guyana is now mine. I'll take these. The only times you want war reparations is probably if you're liberating something. Yeah, but now I'll show you what it means to open a second front. I don't know how many units they have. Army, so I'll just put the larger unit up there first. Also, something you want to also know, there's capital sniping and truce trapping. Truce trapping is basically, let's say if the United States is aligned with Venezuela and I want to invade Venezuela, I'll send an ally request to the United States, and they're not going to accept because it's an ally. But if they do accept, that means I can sever ties with them while I invade Venezuela, but they won't get called into the war since we're in a truce. You can also do capital sniping. Basically, let's say United States and Venezuela are aligned. And I'm aligned with the United States as well, and I don't sever ties. I'm not sure. I think it just severs ties. I don't think it adds them to the war anymore. But what it does is you just place your troops at their capital, and then it just takes the capital for you. And then you could knock them out of the war, make them collapse. Choose what you want to do first. Alright, so now we'll declare war in Venezuela. I'm not sure. No, I didn't get the justification. I'm retarded. I'm very special. But yeah, so we'll play as... You know what? I'll make this video. It doesn't matter the time limit. I don't edit these things anyways. So I'll play at least one country from every continent. So we played one from South America, we'll play one in Europe, one in Africa, one in Asia, and one in North America, and also one from Oceania. You already know the country I'm gonna... Actually, Oceania, all these islands are technically part of Asia. The only countries part of Oceania are this and that. Just Australia and New Zealand, which is also known as the continent of Australia. Alright. Yeah, we'll play one from Asia. I'll count Oceania, Australia, Africa, and Europe. I'll show you some things you might want to do. Ooh, excuse me. Gotta wait for Venezuela justification to go through. One thing I'll probably play. I'm not gonna play any countries that require experience, because if you guys are new to the game, you won't be able to unlock them until very late in the game. You gotta grind this game and have no life. Haha, me. But yeah, you want to probably pick... I'll pick countries that y'all can get easily if you are new to the game. So we'll declare war, Venezuela, and we'll send troops right there. And then we'll lure those troops from their capital over here. Actually, we'll move these guys around and flank them from their capital. So Venezuelan troops are moving. We'll use these guys to flank their capital, and then we'll break them from there. I'm not sure how many troops Venezuela has. 90,000, yes, I'm glad I sent that unit instead. Oh, wait, no, I'm retarded. Send them there. You know what? No, we'll just... It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The other units are distracted. Auto capture. Those units just got Thanos snapped. Oh, yeah, they were entrenched. They were destined to lose. Alright, now, auto capture. Venezuela. These guys are probably dead because these cities are much farther away. So these red bars mean your soldiers are losing units. You will lose units the farther away your soldiers are from one of your cities, because that's where they can resupply and get more soldiers at. These guys are going a bit farther away, so they're losing soldiers. These guys are moving out. So yeah, we got 2 fronts open on them. We could open one from the north and one from the south, but I really couldn't do much in the south. There's like 1 city here. That's not going to do much. I remember when I first played this game, I would manually just tap it and then select the city I wanted to go to. It took so long to capture countries. Before, what I would try to do is just blitz their capital. And that's when I learned what entrenchment was the hard way. When I one time declared war on... I was playing as France. And declared war on Germany. And I just went up from the Baltic Sea. Just struck their capital. Didn't realize they had veteran, entrenched soldiers there, and all of those units got Thanos snapped. I lost like 160,000. And that was back when I still used manual stuff. I did not use European countries after that. I just stuck with South America. Then after that, I just played as Brazil. I got bored of the game because Brazil's kind of boring to play, and I was too afraid that my skill was not good enough. My skill wasn't good enough. I know it's sad. Yeah, but yeah, I was too afraid that my skill was gonna be garbage, so I just decided to stick with South America. That's when I realized that what auto capture was, so I decided, hey, I'm gonna try this out with Argentina. I blitzkrieg Brazil, Paraguay, Uruguay, Bolivia, Chile. Then after, well, yeah, I went for Paraguay, Uruguay. I gotta remember. It was Paraguay, the Falklands, Uruguay, Bolivia, and Chile, so I could form Rio de Plata for a stability bonus. Then I blitzkrieg Brazil in order to test, declared independence, so I had to blitzkrieg them too. Went through Peru, got Ecuador, got the Guyanas, Colombia was last, and then I formed the United States of South America. It was very fun to do. I was second place country because European Union was the first one. I don't know how Austria did it. Such a small country right here managed to form European Union. Actually, that would have been more impressive if that was done by Slovenia. I'm pretty sure they have the least amount of cities in Europe. Well, oh wait, nope, I'm wrong. It's the small countries such as Andorra, Monaco, and Gibraltar. Okay, so we got the capital of Venezuela. Keep on blitzkrieging. Yeah, that unit's probably dead. Yeah, that one's gonna go help over there. We'll just blitzkrieg the rest. Take this city. You go over there. Yeah, 2 fronts will help you a lot. But yeah, I cannot open a... No, I could open a 2 front where I could go from the north and then crash in from the west. Going east. That probably wouldn't go well. Because jungle and mountainous. The terrain does matter. It will help you a lot. Also, fun fact, if there's a mountainous terrain, you do not want to move tanks there, just use infantry, because tanks will go the speed of a mobility scooter. Which actually, I've seen some of those go pretty fast. There we go. Venezuela's collapsed. 2-front war battle. Yay, Venezuela's gone. Now, play another country. Let's abandon this one. And the next one we'll play as is... I'll play one of the recommended countries. Let's go with... let's go with the United Kingdom. So what you want to do is immediately declare war on Ireland because you need some vegetables from them so you can make some vodka so Russia won't be hostile. Alright. Then you want to start... Hold up. Gold. Oh, we're absolutely screwed. Copper. Oh, yeah, we're gonna have to trade for all this stuff. Alright, so... Economy. Oh, we got a pretty decent economy. Resources trade. Copper. 4, 4, 4. We got a better economy this time, especially with more troops. Alright, resource of trade. Gold. Yes, yes, and yes. Actually, no, I will never buy from Russia until they stop their war in Ukraine. Let's make it realistic. I'm an idiot! You know what? Hold up. Let me just go over here. Trades. No Russia. I hate you, Russia. Don't invade Ukraine. Get out of it and I might trade with you ever again. So we're waiting for our justification in Ireland. Another thing you might want to do as a British UK player is invade France for Franco-British Union. Or you could form Avignon. I'm not sure. I am not going to do that. Yeah. France, Ireland, United Kingdom. Might as well. Since we're already getting some vegetables from Ireland. Buildings. Electronics. Buildings. Buildings. Electronics. Let's turn off auto merge. Split in half. Split that in half. And split that in half again. And split that in half again. I'm pretty sure half of 4 is 2. Oh wait, I'm bad at math. This is why my math grade is 75. Alright. Let's get more units here, because going to war with France is not going to be easy. Our economy's going pretty good. Justifying France. Avignon, let's see, which gives more stability. 10, 10, 10. Okay, they all give 10. Some formables can give more. Oh, separatists of Colombia are trying to get freedom. Haha, I'm not gonna give it to them. Declare independence yourself, you lazy. Alright. Yeah, this video is gonna be about like an hour long. I think for the next one, I play South Africa a lot. I might try DRC out. Country I recommend. I don't think I recommended a country from Asia. Countries I recommend in Asia are Japan, the Philippines, India, China. Actually, no, we won't do XP countries. Japan, the Philippines, Malaysia, or yeah, I'm pretty sure those are the only good countries. Vietnam's definitely gonna get invaded, but if you want to, you can play Vietnam. China players, after they form actually, no, they can't form Qing Dynasty unless they want to go to war with Russia. And you know what happens if that war doesn't go quick enough, and it's November, mild winter. Yeah, you're gonna have to deal with winter as soon. Yep. Now, and then you need outer Manchuria, which is like this area. And once that year turns December, you might want to start getting out of there, or you're gonna turn out like the Nazis. Alright, let's move these guys over here. And you know what happens. Auto capture Ireland. Electronic factories, resource and trades, electronics. 3, 3, 3. 3. So. Oh, yeah, because I still have the trade with them with Colombia. Hold up. Let me do something English. Never do this. It's called country hopping. Don't do this, because because it is not a good thing. Usually people do it to unally something or give them a trade for like free or something like that. Now, let's country hop back to United Kingdom. Oh, Ireland's almost dead. Oh, now it is dead. Thank you. I'll be taking your monies, and I'll also be taking your potatoes. Do you want another famine? I bet you do. Alright. One problem with playing Britain, there's only one problem I find with playing Britain, and that's with the releasables it has. Sure, almost every country has releasables. Italy now has a lot more releasables. I think it just got its releasables. France got more releasables besides Brittany. Germany, it got Saxony added. Yeah, but yeah, once these things all start declaring independence because of your low stability, you're screwed. Hold on, let's move these guys a bit more back. We need to... Oh, it's at 69. It was just at regular 69 earlier. Split these in half because we're about to go and do some invading. Also, I got splitting that in half. I don't think... Nope, I didn't get rid of that one. Split in half. 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 Alright. We want to go to a place where we can get enough entrenchment, so we'll go at Calais. Which is also famous for where the Nazis thought the Allies were going to invade instead of Normandy, where D-Day was. So yeah, this is around where Normandy is, right here. I believe this is where Pointe du Hoc was. This is the Normandy area. And then here's Calais. So now we got that French, the Baguette army. It's gonna start singing their onion song and start marching at us. I don't know. No, we're not gonna build entrenchment fast enough. But still. Yeah, they're all dead. So now, you know the drill. And actually, no, since this one's a releasable one, you want to blitzkrieg their capital first. This is probably the only time you'll ever want to do manual. This is just what I recommend. You don't have to do this. But if it's the Netherlands or countries that don't have troops at their capital, I recommend you just blitzkrieg the capital first and try and get the releasables out, which will make it easier to force peace them if you want to do the 90% rule. Yeah, but yeah, we'll just blitzkrieg the capital, petty, and then, you know what we'll do. First of all, I gotta get my economy up. Trade. Oh, I did not press the right button. Alright, so we'll trade electronics. 3, 3, 3, 3. What you want to do is when you're selling electronics, you want to be the first one that does it. Because once other people start trading electronics to it, no one's going to buy it. Now we have Paris. Their releasables will start getting more unrest. And that means more unrest. They leave, and no time to take France. Yeah, France is now going to be mine. Yes, just like the days of Avignon. Yeah, so we'll play as the United Kingdom. After this, we'll play as an African country, then Asian one, Oceanic. Actually, we won't do Oceanic because that's a bit harder to do. I really want to try and not spend more time than I need to. But I want to try and at least play one city from every country. My microphone just fell, so that just made all this recording just a waste of time. That's not going to be a good thing. see if we can try and make this fit a bit better. I might have to redo this entire video, which is gonna suck, because I just wasted 39 minutes. Actually, it's about to be 40 minutes. Also, fun fact, something I love to do is invade Switzerland and take Geneva, because if Geneva doesn't exist, what's the Geneva Convention? So yeah, we can just commit war crimes after that, without anyone. No one can do anything. It's impossible. Alright. And that's a good thing, because I love committing war crimes. What do you think I did in Ukraine when I was playing as Russia? Alright, so yeah, France is falling pretty fast. Some of these countries did actually exist, and if you think they are made up. This United States of South America was never a country, but it's actually a trading organization, and it's not even called that. The Avignon Empire was actually a thing, except it was much, much smaller. Also, they didn't have all of Ireland or all of France. The Kalmar Union did exist until the Revolution, where some guy became the king of Sweden, liberated Sweden, then Kalmar Union fell apart. We already know what happened with the Soviets and the Russian Empire. Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth did exist, if you've ever heard of the first partition of Poland between the Austrian Empire, not Austria-Hungary, Prussia, Russian Empire, and the Finnish Empire. I don't think the Central Asian Confederation existed. The Qing Dynasty was the last dynasty of China. We already know what the Japanese Empire was. The Mauryan Empire was actually a thing. I didn't think it existed until I looked it up. Democratic Republic of Congo. Wait, no, that does exist. Everyone knows that, because it is a country. The South African Union was originally a British puppet state colony in Africa. The Hittites, I believe, were a thing. I'm not actually sure about that one. The Islamic Caliph, I'm not sure about that one either. But some of these are real. I don't think Transcaucasia was one. I'll look that up later. The Kingdom of Georgia was something, though. The Kievan Rus was a federation created by Switzerland. Not Switzerland, Sweden. And the Kievan Rus is actually what created Russia. The state of the Grand Duchy of Muscovy, which after the Grand Duchy of Muscovy took all of Siberia, took outer Manchuria, and then took everything else, created the Russian Empire with Peter the Great leading them. Yeah. Yugoslavia was the thing, the Kingdom of Yugoslavia, and the one that was just murdered by the Warsaw Pact. Let's see, Austria-Hungary, yeah, everyone knows about that one. The Austrian Empire was Napoleonic era. Holy Roman Empire, Napoleonic era. The Empire Italy, just look up fascist Mussolini. We already know about him. San Marino. One country that doesn't, like a small country, like the Vatican. If you're wondering why that isn't in the game, because the Vatican is technically inside of Rome itself. That's why it doesn't pop up, because that's just awful border gore. Like having to deal with this, Monaco and France. It's clipping into each other, but it's not two of the exact same city. I'm trying to think of a country where that happened. Where two cities were inside of one. I think it was some kind of island. Now we got that. Yeah, bitches. Alright. Now we'll play as Democratic Republic of Congo. I did not want to play as the Marshall Islands. And you want to know what the first thing we want to do? I'm taking Congo back. I don't care if you try to secede. You're now mine. I just realized, why? Yeah, this is what I was talking about, the border gore. The Congo capital in this game is literally, the Republic of Congo's capital is literally inside of the Democratic Republic of Congo is. And that's just that one city. You can declare war by selecting other ones. But the problem with Vatican is it's so small, it would be inside Rome, and you wouldn't be able to declare war on it. That would just making, like, damn it, I can't speak. The Roman Empire much more of a hassle. I'm not even sure. We have United Africa, Latin peoples. I never knew this was a formable. Then we have the best country in the world in Chad, because it's a Giga Chad. It's always the best country to play as. Also, I think when you select places in the United States like this, it actually gives the states borders. Yeah, you have Nevada right here. It's just split in two. They don't have the border. They do have some of the borders of Georgia, South Carolina. That's Carolina. Yeah, North Carolina. No, they did not have correct Virginia borders when you do that. There's Beaufort. There it is! Beaufort, South Carolina. Then, hold up. Here we got Warner Robins. No, that's Memphis. Where's Montgomery? Birmingham. Where the heck is Montgomery? It's Nashville. That's Memphis. Where the heck is Montgomery? I don't think Montgomery exists. Oh, no, there it is. Democratic Republic of Congo. You mean Congo? There is no two Congos. Yes. Are you kidding me? Bro, if I lose my capital to Congo because of this, I swear I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna lose my capital to Congo because of this. And Democratic Republic of Congo has 3 releasables, and if my stability drops too low, that's not gonna be good for me. Why does Angola have this? No. This is giving me Weimar Republic vibes from when the Polish corridor was splitting from East Prussia. Okay, Republic of Congo, you're gonna become democratic, aka it's not democratic, because the Democratic Republic of Congo is actually communist. I don't know why they have democratic in it. Technically it is. Will they move? Yes, my capital is mine, and mine only. You will not take it from me. But what I will take from you is I will take your lands. You are now mine. Republic of Congo, you're going to become democratic. Yeah, so next we'll play in Asia. Plays North Korea. Then for Oceania, there's nothing. I don't even think I'm going to play Australia. I don't even think I'm going to play it because it's really simple. This or that. Pick one and do it. Also, there's Antarctica as a country. I forgot about that. Pretty sure it has like almost all the resources there. It's got a no, it doesn't have aluminum. It has some oil. It has no well, of course that. Doesn't have any phosphate. Doesn't have any diamond. No chromium. It has uranium. No iron. Copper. No enriched uranium. Titanium. Tungsten. Look. Gold. Yeah, it has a pretty decent amount of resource types. Still, it's gotta suck to play as that. You might have to make more troops. Here, you go over there. Help them give us back what was once ours. Yeah, so now we're just obliterating our Congolese. Congolese, bruh. What? What? They finally gave Russia a releasable, which is Kaliningrad, which I was waiting for that. I never thought it was ever going to become more releasable, but now it is. Also, Ukraine now has a bunch more releasables. Why does Crimea, Luhansk, and Donetsk now are releasable? I don't like that. They finally gave... Hold up, where's that place at? Okay, yeah. This place over here, I think it's only those 2 cities, yeah. This place over here is the reason why Azerbaijan and Armenia have very bad relations. Oh, bet this is now mine. And also because of this corridor here, which Azerbaijan wants, because they have a close relationship to Turkey, and doing that will be able to provide direct military aid from Turkey to Azerbaijan. And Armenia is probably not doing very well. Especially Russia. You have one job. You create an economic and military aid known as the CIS. And when Armenia was getting itself just absolutely obliterated by Azerbaijan, you did nothing. Probably the reason why I think the only countries left are Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Armenia, and Belarus left. Of course Belarus, because it's so loyal to Russia. If Russia wanted to restart the Soviet Union, they probably would, so we have Democratic Republic of Congo. Let's do Indonesia. Malaysia, I'm kind of tired of having to share the space with you, so I'm going to just take it back. Thank you for your very willing cooperation. You go over there since that has less cities. You guys go over here because you have more cities. Technology, I don't even need to make factories. Been playing so long. Tax. Yes. Do that, maybe. Here's another thing. You just... Yes. Wonder what my stability is going to be after this. Hey, it hasn't even changed. I'm doing so good. How much? Oh. Probably not the best idea. We'll just put it at normal. Yeah, I don't want to share this island with you. I just want it to become mine. So yeah, we'll just invade Malaysia. And yeah, that would be the end of the video. 51 minutes long. Unedited. Clean footage. But yeah, I'm playing as recommended countries I would recommend you to play as. I forgot to do freaking North America. Oh wait, I didn't say I was going to play as Indonesia. I was going to play North Korea. Hold on, let me become Kim Jong-un real quick. Prepare to become one. Unite Eastern Asia. Oh, I am definitely not doing that. China's got way too many soldiers for that. Is there anything else? Other form levels? Destroyer domination. Since when did Korea have Manchuria? You mean the time when you got annexed by Japan? Yes, we all know that. The way of Unite Korea. K-pop's no longer gonna exist about this. I probably wouldn't have a problem with it if my sister wouldn't listen to it so much. So what's our economy like? Jeez, it's just like real life. Alright, South Korea has a lot more troops than me. Let me just do some stuff real quick. Let me just get rid of this. Shh. We don't talk about this. Shh. Shh. Don't say anything about it. Don't say anything about it. If you talk about it, I swear I'm gonna kill you. And my microphone keeps on falling. That's just great. Alright, so, let's make our economy go back up. Let's just release. Let's release United States, release you as a puppet. And that's gonna make my economy just boost and jump up for joy. Okay, good. And we just... And let's see how our economy does after this. Yep, that's the economy I like to see. Now, haha, time to reunite. Time to make North Korea great again by becoming not North Korea, but the Korea. This is the only one I have to split in half. Everything else is such a small unit. Let's... turn auto merge off. Split y'all in half. If you can be split in half. You guys in half. Split you in half. Split you in half. Split you in half. And you know what happens next. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to... Actually, yeah, we'll go from right here. It's pretty much the distance. Alright, everyone, let's go. Hop inside of our literal fishing boat since we can't even afford an actual boat. We'll just put everyone in their own individual fishing boats. And I will never go into a deficit or debt because everything is mine to begin with. Develop cities. United States. United property. You are mine. Oh, you're a superpower. You're ranking. No, wait. Regional power. What power am I? I'm a minor power? What? What do you mean minor power? I own the superpower now. That makes me... That makes me God. I'm not a minor power. I am God. I wonder what kind of powers are these things. Let's go to Marshall Islands. Minor power as well. I think this one has the least. Alright, let's go to ranking, see which one has the least. Of course. What is this? Where the heck? Is this a Caribbean island? What the heck? Yeah, you know what we gotta do. It's for the best for us all. Screw you, game. Because they really don't like North Korea. Now we declare war. How? They're like 200 kilometers away. How? Do we have to place them in China? What do you mean? Final, place this all the way over here. Is this far away enough? Or do I have to put them all the way in the moon? Finally. Yeah, your old ally that saved you during the Korean War. They're mine now. If only the United States was a player. Let me just country hop. I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that again. Alright, so let's just get all these units. Capture those cities. Technology. I don't care if y'all are starving. That money goes to our military. 2 veteran units versus this many. Yes. Yes. We are not divided. And we are not united. It's called a "you are mine" to begin with. Whee! The 30th parallel. Alright. So, South Korea is no longer gonna exist. I probably would have let you live, but since my sister likes playing and listening to K-pop so much and singing it so loudly, I am not going to spare you. Seoul is now mine. Reminds me of way back. This takes me back. Alright, so, Sung. I will make Korea great again. I promise. Oh. At least if Japan doesn't do anything stupid. I've already made this video an hour long. I'm so good at these things. Unedited. Oh no. Archer, can I force piece him? Nope, I cannot force piece him. Oh, United States. You helped so much. Oh, my economy went up. I just accidentally hit the microphone. And South Korea has so many square cities, it makes this invasion longer than it needs to be. I got so many people that are just trying to take that one city. Why does Seoul have so many people? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, I will hit you with my car. You, go help them. You, go help. If I had enough XP to play China, I would definitely invade Taiwan immediately. Fight. Fight for your glorious leader. Alright, you guys suck. I gave you the best military technology we had, and you guys still are garbage. Your aim sucks, you can barely even shoot a civilian. If your aim sucks that badly, I'll send you a Disney application for Star Wars. Finally, we took Seoul. Now all of you, blitzkrieg that one. I had that many troops, and now I'm down to 40,000. I can already see South Koreans laughing at me now. This video is probably going to get a YouTube guideline strike for what I'm doing. Forgive me. Just kidding, don't forgive me. Alright everyone, it's time for the bum rush. I think I can force piece him now. No wait, no, don't do that, don't do that. I'm not even gonna risk doing a force piece. Because we must become not north, not south, but middle. Come on, Korea, just die. Just die. It'll be over soon. I think I can just force piece him, but I do not trust myself. Yes. I now have all. I am now one. We are now one. We are Korea. Just put a north in between that because I want to gloat about it. Alright, well that's all for this video. Let me just... Perfect. Well, yeah, that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time.